think we're live. So that chat went off. Okay, my chat's now going off. Okay, cool. There was a bit of a inconsistency there. All right, now. I don't want to say I've discovered something new, but I feel like I've discovered something new. Okay. So in doing Tithe Farm, I was going over the change logs, and I found an interesting one that happened 2 changes ago. That was that a fully grown fruit will never decay. Which means that you can actually farm out all these plots and then harvest them all at the same time. And then you would end up getting 41 all in one go, all in one thing. Doing that isn't actually efficient in Tithe farming. The amount of time you need to do that is actually more than sort of if you were just to go over the same 4 patches over and over and over again. And that just has to do with the amount of like time you spend running between the tiles. Okay. And you're sort of doubling up on more tiles than what you normally would. Okay, cool. So I started looking at all the other different methods. And I started doing, I've been doing one that like is a method, but not necessarily a method. It's more one that, I don't know, I just stumbled across. Which is, you go back and forth on these 4 plots here, and then you just beeline it up this one. And if you cancel the water animation enough, what ends up happening is you get just enough time to get all of it. And you end up then with 24 per run. It's kind of click intensive though. You gotta really make sure that you cancel your water animations very, very well. I started looking at the wiki, and I look at the advanced strategies in Tithe farming. And, you know, there's like patterns that you have to follow, and you need to do like extra sort of animation canceling with clicking the water can on the fruit rather than directly clicking on the fruit in order to water it. Different kinds of cheats, and you have to do that constantly. You're going to lose a couple of agility points unless it's like 9 agility and you have the agility cape or whatever. And you're like switching between the agility graceful set, and you're doing that kind of stuff. So I didn't want to do the click intensive stuff either, because most of the time I'm playing on mobile. I'm playing on mobile as I'm going to work, and I don't want to be intensive. So looking at the changelog, I figured something out. I figured out that, well, since the fully developed fruits no longer perish, what if I just like went in a snake pattern like this? But when I plant them in sync with the growth of the first plant. So that all these patches, right, when this one grows, like this one will also grow. And when this one grows, this one will also grow. And I do it in a sort of snake file like that. And then I'm left with a situation where I am constantly running in a circle, and effectively every minute getting 4 fruits. So doing this for an hour gets me 240 fruits. And if you use the most sort of, tick intensive frame, square perfect method, you can get 300 fruits per hour. So I'm losing 60, but I'm doing something that's really quite achievable. Where I just am constantly on this cycle of harvesting and planting. And you can do this on mobile. It's very non-click intensive. Everything sort of just goes off all at the same time. You always have something to harvest. You're never going to run out of run energy because you'll, at least if you have, in my case, 70 agility and, a couple of graceful items on. I mean, to me, I think, and I haven't seen anyone talk about this. I haven't seen anyone just try and have it so that you are every single minute harvesting 4 of these fruits. So I think I've stumbled upon something, although maybe I haven't. Maybe I've just recreated sort of the normal version where you deal with 5 plots and it roughly maps out to exactly the same thing. I don't know. But I feel like I have actually stumbled upon something really great here. So really, at the end of this hour of streaming, I should be 240 fruits more than what I started with. And I think I started with about 150. So yeah, I don't know. And you can kind of look away from the screen here while you're doing it. Since you have a minute to replant and rewater everything here, your big plants will never die anymore because of that change. So yeah, I don't know. I think this is great. There it is. I don't know as well, because in past streams for this particular section of the okay. See, and if you make a mistake, it doesn't matter, right? I just sort of wait a little bit to farm the rest of them when I redo the cycle. Anyway, so I talked about how I actually dislike farming quite a bit as a skill for multiple reasons. But I'm finding that this is actually very decent farming experience. I'm at 60 farming. I've been doing this, not regularly. I don't think I've spent more than... How many hours would I have spent here? I think I've spent more than... If I've done 4 streams, I've at least done 4 hours. So maybe 6 hours. And in the 6 hours, I've gone from 30 to 60. That doesn't feel bad to me. And I still have more XP just sort of waiting here as well. Waiting here in my inventory. And it feels nice. These reward points that I get, it just feels... It feels nice. It feels like I'm getting a fair amount. Unlike with the pearls. The mulch pearls are horrendous. Like, I do need to go back there because I need to get the fishing sack. I need to solve the rest of aerial fishing. I've gotten all the rods, but now I need like 900 more mulch pearls. But I really just can't be bothered to go back to that island and sit there and aerial fish. I think the 40 hours finally broke me on that activity. You know, they've done so many different changes for Tithe farming. Why haven't they changed anything about aerial fishing? Why is it literally one of the worst grinds? And I feel quite dirtied by the fact that, like, in 40,000 fish, I haven't got another golden tench. If I was getting more golden tenches, I would be happier, because golden tench means that I'm going to get my fish sack quicker, you know? Okay. Now, normally I would have a video for us to watch while we're doing this activity. But I don't know. Today I feel more like relaxing. Today I feel more like sitting back, just doing a nice hour of Tithe farming. Listening to my playlist. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've landed on something here with Tithe farming. Right, it feels like I'm making a lot of progress. And simultaneously not doing anything very intensive. And I feel like I'm actually getting a lot of XP for my skill. And I'll get more once I hand in all my fruits too. I think to go from where I'm at now, 61 to 74, I think 1,000 fruits would probably cut it. That's 10 lots of XP. The 10 lots of XP are about like if I compare it to this, actually maybe not. So the 10 lots of XP of 24,000, that's going to get me about 240,000. It was 240,000, but smithing is like, you know, 2 million. And then maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm actually wrong on that one. Maybe I need more like 3,000 fruits to get to 74, or 2,000 fruits to get to 74. Yeah, the other skills are in the millions for it. Oh wait, actually, I am comparing it to skills that I have with 80,000 in it. So wait, I need to compare it to skills that I have 70,000. So I need about, to get 74, I'm gonna need about 1 mil XP. I'm on, that means I need 700,000. If 1,000 gives me 240,000, then I need, yeah, I'm gonna need roughly 2,000 fruits then. Okay. Well, there we go. No, not really. Or I might iron one of my suits and then bring sports clothes. Because I use my regular casual clothes for Luna Park today. You see, another good thing about this cycle is that if I were to, for some ungodly reason, run out of my 800 drops of water in my water can, the water the water barrel's just right there. Solved. Problem solved. Now with this loop, I did try and implement like a fifth loop, a fifth section of the loop, just to see if I could get myself continuously running, and continuously harvesting, but it really doesn't seem like that's possible. It would be nice if I could like sort of keep going in a loop here. I think I can sort of keep going in a loop. I should try this actually. I should try harvesting without rewatering. And then what I can do, because I haven't tried this actually yet. What I can do then is I can come over here and I can start my water cycle from this fruit. And hopefully, by the time I get over here, which does look like it's going to be the case, I'm good to start, you know, take a bit of a breather and then start harvesting again. Okay, so we'll just do it like this then. This is actually really nice. And we'll come over here to water. My run energy stays completely maxed out, so this is good. So it kind of looks like I am about on rate for the fruits. It's been about half an hour now. Actually, it's been, according to stream, it's been 23 minutes. And I've gotten nearly 100 of the fruits in 23 minutes. So if by the time stream hits 30 minutes and I'm at somewhere close to 300, then that means that this system actually works. I do get about 240 a minute, 240 an hour. Whoa, no, I don't want to get that one. Now, there is one other reason why we want a little bit over 70 farming. And we kind of want to do farming until we reach level 70. And I think it's because Song of the Elves has a 70 farming requirement. So I want to make sure that Song of the Elves is something that I can do. Because when I was training my mining level, I actually really wanted to do Volcano. I want to do a Volcano minigame. But I think you can't do Volcano until you unlock Prifidus through Song of the Elves. Which is kind of sad. There's that. I mean, that particular content is something that I can't access. Unless I'm like sorely mistaken on it. Which is possible. I mean, I should be able to like minigame teleport to it. I think. I definitely have the mining requirement to do it. No. I'd just like to do Volcano until 99. And then go all in on the resource part of Volcano. Try and get as many crystal seeds as humanly possible from that activity. And then from the crystal seeds, use them to completely boost my crafting. By making crystal armor. I think that would just be nice. And done. So when you think about it, right, the crystal seeds basically allow you to cheat these things out. To cheat out that crafting 99. Crafting is already like a fairly easy 99 to get in and of itself. I mean, at the end of the day, all I really have to do is basically do motherload mine to 99. Then with goldsmith gloves, smelt all of that gold in the blast furnace to 99 smithing. And then use all of those gold bars to make gold necklaces to 99, basically. Or, you know, sell off all the other materials that you got from Motherlode Mine, the rune ore and all that. Purchase as many of like the highest tier gem that you can for your crafting level. And just like, you know, craft whatever. So really, you can kind of get all three of those out of the way immediately. Well, not immediately, you have to. Ah, man, I messed up the system. Not immediately, but semi-easily. And crafting cave teleport is actually super good. Because I think it is the closest teleport to a bank in the game. I think the magical harp is really that second closest, but you kind of need the elite diary if you want to make that viable, because I think that's the one where you teleport to like around the corner from a Misthalin bank or something. I remember watching a video on it. The harp is like probably actually something I want to gun for. But I also just do not want to do my diaries. I'll do the Varrock diary because the Varrock diary gets me more ore per swing. That's something I like. But all the other diaries I'm not too fussed over. Whoa, no. I keep clicking on the other harvested fruits. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes on stream. Or 31 minutes. I spent I would have spent 3 minutes getting this cycle. Well, 4 minutes actually getting the entire cycle up and running. So we'll wait till 34 minutes on stream. Actually, I don't think it matters. Oh, no, it does kind of matter, actually, because I've only got 100 fruits at the moment. Which means I'm clocking in more at around 200 fruits per hour. So that additional, 4 minutes for the how many fruits? 16 fruits, not really going to be worth that much. Man, I love the Halo Reach soundtrack. Such a great soundtrack. It really was. Wait, was it Bungie or was it 343 that made Reach? I think that was 34. I think Bungie made 123, and 343 took over for Reach and ODST, I think. I mean, whoever their music director is, max props. Such a great soundtrack. I remember going everyone was going wild on the when the electric guitar started to chime in on one of the battle themes, and everyone's like, "What?" Because up until that point, Halo was iconic for the war drums and the chorus of voices and all that. He flipped over. He's okay. Sorry, I'm just listening out. My wife is, we've moved over our baby from the bassinet that you can kind of see in the background there over into the cot. This is going to be the first night that he sits in the cot. So I put him down, but he flipped over. He flipped on his stomach. It was, he was happy sleeping there, but we don't want to keep him on his stomach. We want to make sure that he can, breathe. So, my wife's gone in just to resettle him. But I don't know how successful that resettling is going to be. It looks like my son is choosing violence. I think I'm gonna go help. BRB. Yeah, you can go lie down. That's really funny. Okay. Whoa. Scott 6W2. Hey, add me on Discord so I can catch your live streams whenever you're online. Or you could follow. Yeah, that'd work too. It would work. I promise you it would work. So I had to step away for a little bit, just to settle my baby, make sure that he was okay. First night of cot sleeping, so we're kind of a bit vigilant as to what he ended up doing. Right, what he ended up doing was, and I'm going to actually go to 301 plants. So I'll do 2 patches in one. And then you know what? I'll probably just like quit after that actually. Yeah, so the baby, what he ends up doing is he goes, okay, I'm asleep. I have all this space now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna not only do a 180, I'm just gonna turn the other way. I'm also gonna flip over. 8, 9, 10. That makes it 300. I actually don't think this is on my playlist. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on relaxing stream music. There we go. Because I like Skyrim's music. Let's do this.
With his peerless blade work and preternatural agility, he's the apex predator of the cruiserweight division, the Howling Blade!
The new raid tier for Dawntail has been so good. Those songs have been so good. And all the songs, like they did a Metal Gear Solid where they made every single fight the song directly links and expresses the character of who you are fighting. And so you get actual, like, such bops. Like this one, the Howling Blade. You get Give It All. You get, and my personal favorite and my son's personal favorite, my 7-month-old boy, Honey Be Lovely. Absolute bops. And it's like, I don't know. I think it's very good direction for the Final Fantasy music. Usually, it's only like one song per raid tier that is like super good. but I'm feeling like 3 different, at least 3. There's at least 3 this right here. That is just so good. All right, so let's have a look. With 300, I should get 105 fruits. So 21,000, 21,000, 21,000. So 60,000. And yeah, suddenly I only am at 63. So I am probably going to need something like 2,000 more fruits in order to actually get there to 74. And then once I'm at 74, I think I'll probably stop. I'll get 100 just to see what the XP looks like, and then I'll stop. And then I think I need to, after that, I'm either going to go back to aerial fishing and try and finish off the sack, or I think I'm going to start trying to find something combat related that gets me money. And then I'm going to use that money to boost my construction. And I'm going to try and get a spirit tree fairy ring in my house. Because if I can do that, plus the ornate jewelry box, and get all that stuff sort of done and out of the way, I can just carry home teletabs with me everywhere I go, and have access to basically all the major teleport locations.